All right, let's. Here we go. So, hello everyone. I'm back. Oh man, it was a crazy fucking month. So, I had a few issues with the six to the point that I left the six. It was me, Mando, Williams, um, Burns, and Pickles. My issue was not. It wasn't with anybody. It was there was literally no chance of improvement. And it it's not on them. It's not on me. So, but we were connected. I am taking a break from more rights. A very long break, pretty much. Those. Oh man. So this is all that went down. I left the sixth. We made the fifth United States Cavalry. Um, and then was going to be the fifth New York Cavalry. We then moved to United States Cavalry. We then switched to um, sides to the CSA, the Confederate. And this is all war rights. And this was in a span of 2 weeks, mind you. We switched to the CSA. We were planning to become a Texas. And then Mando, within a day, switched it to Hobbs Legion. And then he's like, "Oh, hey, we should just join up with the 10th Tennessee." And I was like, "No, no, no, we're done." And I just left. I was like, it was so stressful because while we were getting the recruits, one, nobody was showing up for the drills. So yeah, I was a sergeant major, but I was more like a glorified corporal at that point. Um, and I mean, within those 2 weeks, it felt like ages. And so I just left. It was so stressful because we could not have a single point. But on top of that, the reason I left was the 6th New York is a War's Rights Regiment, and I want to expand my games. Um, Not just do war rights. So Mando pretty much assured me that yeah, we're just gonna do like one event, and we're gonna play other games. And then in the end, this what really triggered me was he did 3 events. Um, it was War Secession, the River Campaign, and um, now it was another one. And I was like, no, this isn't. This is enough. And the day that he decided to do that, he left. So pretty much naturally, I he left. He told me I'm in charge. I stepped up. Pickle and Burns went to talk to him. So it was me and William talking with Knight, who's the leader of the 10th Tennessee, and pretty much we got everything settled. Like we had a plan. Where we were going to go from 3 events to 2 events, and one of those events were going to be just mercenaries. He then comes back and pretty much acts like nothing has happened. Which, mind you, he left the server. Once you leave the server, that's like big thing. You're done, unless it was an accident. But the way that he made it sound, it wasn't. And I mean, once he came back and acted like everything was good, and pretty much undid what me and Williamson did for 3 hours trying to figure out what's going on, fix this mess and everything. And then he returned it back to whatever. I straight up fucking lost it. And I was like, I'm done. That was the breaking point. So right now, um, I'm just gonna chill. Like I don't mind playing with them other games, like Shell Shock Live, Golf with Friends. I don't mind it. I love I love playing with everybody. I love playing with Parker, Pilot, Mando, William, Burns, Redbeard. Me and Redbeard have been slaying it on War Thunder, and but right now War Rights. It's in my temporary well, I kind of forced into my temporary ban list because my wife straight up said that, well, she uninstalled the game because it's on her computer. And if I were to go and play it or reinstall it before October of 2025, she will put a BIOS lock. So pretty much every time I turn it on, or I should say Windows lock key, turn it on, guess what? I have to put in a password before I even get the Windows screen. Very strict, but she was exceptionally pissed off. But enough about me. So today we're gonna do a campaign, and I'm also still sick. Huzzah! Um, we're just gonna do play as US beginner. Uh, so let's do that. So brand new campaign. Now, if you guys have not played this is Ultimate Admiral Dreadnaughts. Pretty much, you get to build boats, you get to shoot at boats, and you try and conquer the world. Simple game, or is it? It is not. There are a few things. So first of all, and I don't teach you guys how to play it. There is a learning curve, but it's not that bad. Um, there are different classes of boats. So pretty much from frigates or destroyers or torpedo boats all the way up to modern battleships. But right now playing back in the year 1890 as the U.S. So our ship design is a heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, a battleship, torpedo boat, heavy cruiser, light cruiser, battleship, torpedo boat. That's our current designs. And you can actually see on the left side what they look like, along with their overview. So let me actually turn this down. And let me double check one thing that I am streaming. Am I streaming? Well, I mean, I know I'm streaming, but am I streaming? I am streaming. Okay, cool. I'm also recording for YouTube. So, okay, so real fast. This is the world map. We are right now at the US. So we have this, just the eastern coast. We do not have Hawaii. We do have Alaska, very small area, and of course, Panama. Politics. So the British Empire, German Empire, Austro-Hungarian, France, Chinese, Russian, Italian, us, us, U.S., Spanish Empire, Empire of Japan. Finances. This is where it gets tricky, and I'll do that last. The research. This is everything that we research. All are researched evenly, depending on how much you put on the tech budget. The higher the tech budget, the faster you research. If you want to research something immediately, you have three priorities. So right now, I need to research submarines and hull straightening. So as you can see, look at the big guns. So the free priority, what it'll do, it'll boost this, so it'll go to the top of the very first one. And I'll read it. So ship machineries, the engines, spoilers, special machinery, the whole designs. So whole straightening, it's pretty much for everything. Pretty much the big boys. Whole construction reduces hull weight, construction time, and flaws. This is for the cruisers. This is for destroyers. Armor technology, fire control, damage control, naval guns. So big guns, small guns, turret mechanism, gun layout, projectile, torpedoes, submarines. Submarines are kind of hard. There is no actual battle. They're pretty much automatic, quote unquote, and they are more of harassment. And then naval tactics. Okay, the ship designs I already showed you. The fleet. This is all my fleet right now. I could change by type. So right now I have two battleships, some destroyers, some light cruisers, and a lot of torpedo boats and submarines. Submarines have not been researched, so that's that. Now let's go back to finances. This is where it gets hard. So this is the monthly balance. We have 11,572. Our naval funds and our crew pool. Unrest. The people are very happy. Yay. If this hits 10 or they revolt, excuse me, you lose. Naval prestige. This is what the Navy, the government looks like in terms of you. If it hits 100, you get kicked out of office, you lose. Naval fleets, how many ships are being, how many active ships, building, repair, refit. Naval technology, this is the, compared to everybody else, so everybody's average because we just started. Max shipyard size. This is how big you can build your warship. The bigger the shipyard, the bigger the warship you can build. Now this, mind you, costs money. So right now, we'll just build the biggest one. As you can see, the monthly balance drops to 4 million. But in about I believe a year or 2 years, we can build up to 12,500 ton boats. Huge improvement. Governmental budget, the annual economic growth, or pretty much you want to make sure that this is positive. This is how you get income. GDP minus the army is that. The naval budget, it is 4% of that, which gives us a monthly naval balance of 50 million. However, once you add the tech budget, the crew training and transport, it drops. excuse, excuse me. So, crew training. This affects the crew pool. So let's go bring it. Right now we're positive 76. So each month we get 76 new members. But we have 15,000 men. We really don't need that. So let's turn that down. And now we have no more crew coming in, but our monthly budget goes up. Transport capacity. Now, you can go over 100%. You can go up to 200%. The higher this is, as you can see, if you have a transport capacity higher than 100, your GDP receives bonuses. That is good. So you want to have this fairly high, pretty much maxed out. So yeah, we are minus 15 million, but we increase by almost 6% per month, which then itself will increase the monthly balance, or it'll increase the annual economic growth, which increases the monthly balance. Uh, yeah, tech budget. This is how much you want to upgrade. Now you can go up to 100, but we do that, we lose 22 million a month. Once your monthly balance, um, once your level funds are like zero, you lose the game. So you want to make sure that you are making some money, but not that much. So let's say a million. Excuse me. So this is our the other expenses. So right now we are upgrading a shipyard. That will be 7 million per month. The fleet maintenance is 613,000 per month. So you add everything up. Total expenses 49 million. All right. So let's go. Now, how do you take over places? This is where it gets, I wouldn't say complicated, but kinda complicated. It's awkward. As you can see, let's look at Charleston. You have the mine lane capacity, zero. We don't have mine lane. Port capacity. Anything under 64,750, it'll be, everything's normal. If it goes above that, anything that needs to be fixed or it's being built will be cut in half. So it'll pretty much take twice as long. So let's go ahead and start moving. So to do that, left click what you have boats in. So this here we have the battleship Utah. Right click to the destination. This is how many boats you want to move, or you can also click. If you hover over, it will give you the overview along with the flaws. Then you move. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure you group up. And I will show you in a bit why you want to group up. It is vital that you group up. The reason why is in the case that you get attacked, all your boats will be in one massive battle. Well, all in, not all your boats, but majority of them. Yep. So if you are going against like an armada of like 20 boats, it'll be a lot easier to maneuver. But there is also a limit on how many boats you can have based on how many men are in that armada. Which that can increase by the research naval communications. So right now, maximum crew command in the task force is 5,000 men. Anything after that, they won't join your armada. So right now, let's make two or smaller armadas, and then move one to the west coast. Once everything's done, click next turn, and this is also the overview. So January 1890, 10 control provinces, 0 unrest, naval prestige 2. With that being said, what I usually do is I piss off Spain first because Cuba is very. So the reason I piss off Spain is, as you can see, this is the diplomacy screen. So we're all happy except for Spain. Spain is kind of pissed off at us. So to piss them off, go to Spanish Empire, increase tension, push the government to increase tensions. Yep, that's it. Now, it could either increase the tensions or you could lose um, prestige. Mm. Also shows that their fleet, so pretty much the U.S. and the Spanish fleet are pretty much the same. But Cuba is a very important port. All right, so here's the tensions. So British pissing off everybody. France is pissing off a good chunk of people. Yeah, so this is all the tensions. Close that. This is new technology. So we have the CNF or common nose fuse shell, a new sea passage. So this is all the newspapers. Alliance, Ottoman, and the U.S. are now in alliance, which that's good. Now it increase our GDP. Korean and the British. Now there are smaller nations that they can be in alliance with, and this is us pissing off the Spanish Empire. We lost two naval prestige, and we gained one unrest. And okay, this is the other way to take over nations. You get colonial conquests or revolutionaries. Pretty much, you have. I need a total of 2,800 total tonnage to win. If I do win, I get that nation, and that is the nation of Honduras, marked by this little triangle. So what do I do? Oh, let's move all our boys. Let's move our boys over there. And I'm talking about everybody. So pretty much, we need 2,804. And I know the boats from that's leaving. It's about 15,000. Yep. So wait, here's 15,917. The battleship itself is 7,000, and then we have 8,000. Excuse me. So there's that. Now every turn what you wanna check is monthly balance, enable funds, technology. So everything looks good. Now because again we want to stay in that bracket of a million, so we can increase our technology higher. And we can also, on the politics screen, we can't see the enemy technology, financial, and navy. So right now, British Empire, don't piss them off. They have seven battleship. They are the U.S. of the 1800s. You can only you have to take a break every other turn for if you're increasing tensions. So what is it? France is kind of neutral. Let's also piss off France. How many? Oh, that's a lot of ships. Now, they're not going to declare war until they're negative 100. So this is a failed tension, so I just lose naval prestige. Oh well. And this is for the special operations. So we lost soldiers, but Honduras lost more. And if you look at the conquest, so chance to succeed, 100%. This means that we're going to win. Now we just have to wait two more turns until the estimated duration is 3 out of 3. So we have to at least keep 2,804 tons of ships there. So nothing happened this turn. As you can see, our monthly balance is increasing. Austrian-Hungarian Empire is offering a trade agreement which turns out to be profitable for them more than us. It is promoted as a safety measure for the future, securing our current good relations. If we refuse, it will surely affect our relations negatively. Should we accept? Now, we can hover over and see the positives and the negatives. so we so if we go to we need to maintain our good relations. Sometimes diplomacy will cost us about 6 million. We lose the GDP, we lose -2 prestige, but we gain relations with Austrian-Hungarian Empire. If we click, we do not need the Austrian-Hungarian as a friend, then we can click that. Right now, because our naval prestige is -5, I'm gonna click on this. Don't care if they're angry. The government is interested to know if you could guarantee victory over Chinese Empire in an upcoming war. Newspaper. Of course, our fleet is strong enough. It is only necessary to increase funding for the additional training of our crew. I can, but only after a few entry into service of important combat units. Funding must be significantly increased. It is better to discuss how to improve the relations with Chinese Empire. So, option one, +1 naval budget, -1 GDP, +2 unrest, -3 Chinese Empire. Uh, Option 2, 1.5 naval budget increase, -1.5 GDP, +4 unrest, -5 relations. And then uh, option 3, -4 naval prestige, -2 relation unrest, +2 relations with Chinese Empire. Right now, I like to have my unrest in the negatives or as close to 0. So I'm going to click on this one. Naval prestige is easy to build, especially when you are attacking, defending. And right now, so let's look at our second fleet. I think was it Philadelphia? Where are they at? At Boston. Okay, so let's move these guys here. But let's leave. There you go. So we'll just move half the ships. Now, unfortunately, the Panama Canal was not built, so they have the fun job of going all the way around South America. And then all the way back north. And this is real life. This is exactly why the Panama Canal was built, was to bypass this. Because nowadays, they just go through here. That's through Panama. The canal, I believe it is like right here. So they just bloop. And then it saves months, or I wouldn't say months, but definitely weeks. Could be months. And this is both for civilian shipping and military shipping, or military use. So, if you know this, oh hey, we gained control of Honduras. So Honduras is mine. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. So now um this armada has one battleship, three heavy cruisers, four light cruisers, three torpedo boats, weighs 32 tons. 31. I'm sorry, 31 tons, 399. So now if you real fast, I did not mention this. If you look at this, you can move, roll, sea control. There's three rolls. Sea control is setting your ships to sea controls increases the radius for which they interact when based in a port. Furthermore, increases their activity at sea, thus increasing their power projection at a cost of much higher ship maintenance cost. Ships set to at sea control cause the maximum tensions during peacetime. Invade. The invade role is only available to ships in a task force that maximize their offensive capabilities against enemy merchant ships while reducing the defense against enemy attacks on your own transports. The invade role is more useful when your task force is operating on distant enemy waters where your own transports are not likely to be found. When using it, it is expected to have more enemy transports sinking per month, but it can lead to more losses of your own transport. Protect. The protect role is only available to ships in a task force. Maximize their defense's capabilities against attack on your merchant ships while reducing the offense against enemy transports. The protective role is more useful when your task force is operating in your own waters, where your own transport needs extra protection. When using it, it is expected to have less transport sinkings by your enemy, but you also sink less enemy transports. So right now, it is safe to have just the sea control and repair priority. Low is any scratches, medium is there's damage, high is okay, and very high is like you're about to sink, bro. So medium. And right now, let us go. I'm actually going to go after San Juan first. And let's keep pissing off the Spanish Empire. So increase tensions again. And you know what? Let's actually build one more battleship. So I'm actually going to delete these designs. And I am going to wait. I'm going to build one battleship. Now, this does cost money to build, and I get to select the port. So I'm going to go with Boston. This is going to take, battleships takes the longest. The biggest battleship I built took 48 months. 4 freaking years. It was massive though. It was like 80, 90 tons. It was massive. So pretty much let's just slowly poke away at the Spanish bear. At a press conference, journalists asked you a question about the foreign policy of Austro-Hungarian Empire government. What's my answer? The Austro-Hungarian Empire has a adventurous policy that often conflict with our own interests. Option one. Option two. Austro-Hungarian Empire government government is reasonable contributing to the strengthening of relationships between our countries. And option three, you diplomatically redirect the question to the foreign policy. So option one, plus Geneva prestige, plus one unrest, minus three relations. Option two, minus two naval prestige, plus two unrest, plus three relations. And options three, just unrest. So pretty much for this one, I'll take the naval prestige. During a naval exercise, one of your battleships suffered an engine breakdown. Oh no. The journal asks you about this. How do you reply? Option one. Indicate that we need to trust our industry and not rely on the machinery brought from by the Germans empire. It was an accident that will not happen again if our crew continues to receive training of the highest standard. And option three, you don't regard this as serious. So number one, plus 1.5 naval budget, minus 1 GDP, plus 5 naval prestige, minus 2 unrest, minus 5 with the Germans. Option 2, plus 5 naval budget, minus 5 GDP, plus 2 naval prestige, plus 2 unrest. I'm not going to be taking a huge GDP hit, but my naval budget will go up. And I really don't. Relationships for me are literally the least. So I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so this is what happens when you overspend. So the Italian Empire had armory. Mesdina is about to get kicked out for spending too much. Same with Japan and the Spanish and the Chinese. And nothing happens with the Spanish. Now, what if I've been trying to do some experimentation, and I'm actually going to build a few more ships. Oh, crap. So I usually have a way to do this, and it's in terms of three. So one battleship, three heavy, nine lights, six lights, and nine torpedo boats. I really don't like to use torpedo boats because they are very fragile. But because this is just the beginning, quote unquote, it's not gonna matter much. Okay, so everybody goes to Wilmington. And this is gonna be costly. But if I'm gonna be going to war soon, I need to have boats. And now, as you can see, because I'm building, negative 3 million. But I also forgot these boys right here. I'm actually gonna see if I could easily go after Hawaii. Because if you do apply pressure, they can fall. So negative 3 million. I need to cut back on. Okay, let's go back to the finances. As you can see, our transport capacity is still going up. It's 127%. So 27% of that has increased our GDP. That is good. So if we drop down our tech budget to, let's say, 45%, not even 45, 47, we still get some tech done, but our monthly budget is still going up. Now, quick tip, what you want to do first is when you can at all times, upgrade your shipyards. Because later on, when you have big boats, it helps. During a foreign visit in Spanish Empire, our finance minister received a severe blow on his head by protesters. What are your comments? Number one, express concern through diplomatic channels and demand the punishment of the perpetrators. Option two, make a diplomatic protest and increase military forces near Spanish Empire shores. Number three, these things happen, and we should not risk increasing the tensions between our countries. You know what? You know what? Spanish, fuck you. There we go. The recent financial crisis in industry has decreased tax income. The government wants to cut the Navy's budget. What is your reaction? One, unacceptable. The Navy finances must be maintained at all costs. Option two, our Navy belongs to the country and its people, so it's ready to give its share for the common good. Option three, ask the ministers to cut their own appetite and salaries. Number one, negative 3 prestige plus 3 unrest. Number two, I lose 16 million in funds, which I do have. 1.5 naval budget decrease, plus 1 prestige minus 1 unrest. Option three, -10 prestige minus 4 unrest. I think I'll lose a little bit. I'm down for a little bit. Now, now sometimes other nations want to buy your equipment. Can be good and bad because one, you got a lot of money, so pretty much will pay 25%, 6 million upfront. The rest will be paid upon delivery in 13 months, providing a total profit of plus 115%, which is 52 million. The ship capacity will increase 8,295. Would you agree? For me, if it's anything above 90, do it. Unless it is high tech, like if you have a modern, like you just you just got a new battleship and you're building it, don't do that. Save your old ones or use your old ones and don't risk the enemy getting your new ones because they could hurt. But yes, I agree with that. So watch my naval funds. There you go. Of course, my monthly balance goes down, but that is neither here nor there. Colonial conquest, Colombia. Oh hell yeah. Okay, I pissed off the Brits and the French. But huzzah. So I need 17,000. This, oh god, that's 30, almost 31,000 worth of tonnage. So I will easily win that. And then let's fix our finances a little bit more. Up it down to 45%. Interesting news. Okay. So we are about to win um, Colombia, and it's just northern Colombia, not the southern. Now, real fast, if you guys could see here, like let's look at Austro-Hungarian Empire. These little ones, like the Netherlands, they're minor allies. So if we go to war for them, we also have to fight them. That means that they're open game, and I could attack their ports. And of course, let's piss off the Spanish some more. Okay, warship trade. It's under 90. That's a no-go. Yep. Pissed them off something fierce. And we have oil in the eastern seaboard. Now, sometimes if you don't want to risk, you can go in the negative monthly balance, but be careful not to drain your naval funds. There you go. We got Northern Colombia. Let's go back to pissing off Puerto Rico and the Spaniards. Okay, so our monthly balance is going up still. So it looks like there's a lot of special operations going around here. All these are military conflicts by other nations. Because our finances are going up, I'm feeling a little bit more risky. And I'm going to do 55%. France is asking for significant financial aid for the short-term naval expenditures, which we can pay from our own funds. In return, a special trade agreement will increase our GDP in the long term. What do you think? Option one sounds like a good deal as we have enough funds for our current needs. Number two, the funds allocated for our Navy are sacred and should not be negotiated with anyone. Option one, negative 54 million. Ooh, I can't do that. But I lose. Sorry guys. I I can't afford the 54 million. Norway wants to get the Truxton class battleship. Okay. They're paying 91%. So I will sell it to them. Because of that, I'm actually now have to lower my research. I'll do 50. Now, the transport capacity is not going up as high or as fast, so I need to be cautious. Once it hits 200, I can drop that back down. So it'll still be around like 0.5% increase. But it'll save me a lot of money. We got new technology. Warships. Nope, it's not 90. And unfortunately, there is no negotiation. I wish there was, because that'll be a lot better, but let's keep pissing off. Now, let's look at how we're doing. So, our growth is still up. We have we have oil barrels, which not many other empires have them, and nowhere near the same amount. So we need to make sure that we keep that. Primarily because we have the central U.S., eastern U.S., and the southeastern seaboard pumping out oil. I am reading the chats as well, so if you wish to talk to me, you can. I promise you, I won't bite. Ooh, three Columbus cruisers. 114. Yes, I will. Nope, no battleship. Sweden, yes, battleship. Oh, Spanish are still pissed. Okay, so we're losing 6.5 million per month. Let's see what happens if we keep going at this rate. Yeah, I have to drop my research further down. Now, let's see. I'm at 50%. If I drop it down to 45, I won't lose as much, as fast. So the good thing about the ships is, yeah, it takes a while, but if you do it right later on, you can make a lot of money. Oh, that's 31. Charleston is 60. So let's move our boys back to Charleston. And our boat, our battleship is built. And The other boats are being commissioned. Let's look at the ship design. I should actually say fleet. So all this is being built. The next boat that's done is the Mississippi in 5 months. Yeah, so we're about to get a lot of money real soon. Military conflicts. Boats that are in port, uh, what will happen is they will actually cost less. So, yeah, as you can see, I almost jumped a million. During a foreign visit in France, our finance minister received a severe blow on his head by protesters. What are your comments? 1. Express your concern through diplomatic channels and demand the punishment. 2. Make a diplomatic protest and increase military forces near France's shores. 3. These things happen, and we should not risk increasing the tensions between our countries. Now, France is very powerful. My prestige is 0. My unrest is 1.5. So I'm just going to be like, it happens. I cannot pick a fight with multiple nations at this time. Okay, so we have some extra money. What if I do? Oh, yeah, I'll go bankrupt within a turn. And let's just increase to 50%. I'll lose 2 million, but now we are lacking on technology, which is bad. But this can easily change real fast. As soon as the boats I'm building are done, I could easily shoot up. But also in the meantime, I'm gonna move some boats to the Caribbean and some boats, well, mostly the Caribbean, but also near Nicaragua. Still, oh man, it's still commissioning. Come on, there we go. There it is. That's a boat being, yep, one boat got done. Because now I'm 95 million naval funds. Warships. Nope, it's not 90. Oh, the Germans are trying to be pissed, trying to piss me off. So I am gonna actually jump this up to 65, 60%. Now, the fleet commissioning and the fleet building, that's 10 million. And I have a very high fleet maintenance. Well, actually, I've seen higher, but that's pretty high. Once that transport is done, we could drop it down to like this, which that will save us 8 million, which is quite significant. But since now we got 90 million in 1891, it'll be a lot easier. Okay, Norway wants 2 cruisers for 90%. There we go. That's okay. Where? No, I told you guys, come here. There you go. So our technology went up to average. In terms of boilers, cotton. Nope. Nope. Yeah, why not? Little park right outside Nicaragua. Oh, new technology and cruiser. Oh, actually, I was wrong. If this causes the maximum tension, then let's do this. Now we're bouncing between behind and average. So we're in that threshold. Now, submarines, like I said, that can change the game completely. Oh, there we go. Russia and Austro-Hungarian Empire are straight up at war with each other. You know what? Let's park this bad boy right there. We're very close to hold on. Let's move that back. Um, war with Spain. So pretty much this war tactic, take over the Caribbean, and then I'll show you the rest of the map. Oh, torpedoes. They are in the Philippine Sea. So pretty much, I will have my ships over, take over this area as well. There's not going to be much resistance because usually they're over here. Oh, oh, yeah, holy crap! Look at my naval funds. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're 10 million a month and 2.4, 240 million. All right. Now we just crank this baby up. Uh, now, so 2 years will cost 241 million. Let's drop this down to about 5 million. So the fleet building is still very expensive, but because we have so much, we could actually push it to 70% for the time being. And then as soon as, so in 2 months, I could knock this down to 100. will be right here, saving about roughly 10 million. 10 million per turn, which is very good. All right. So I believe they have only bases they have is the Oceanas. So let's go straight from Manila. Uh, they're moving a lot of their boats in so they can see the tension is rising. And I will start moving some of my boats. Oh, hello. Hello, puppet. Wait, hold on. Oh, hold on a bit. Oh, what happened? Okay, you, sir, are going here ASAP. Hopefully you can make it there in time. That's oh, fuck. I might lose that boat. Move. Okay. Nope. He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. He is not gonna make it. We're 90. We're pretty much the brink of war. And it's gonna be very vicious real fast. No, no, sorry, Norway. Now, real fast, I want to build a new design. How do I do that? Well, go to ship design, new design. You come up with this. So let's click on a new design. Oh, actually, I'll delete the Idaho. So the Kentucky. Now we have the displacement, how big it could be. Right now, because of the size of our shipyards, it's limited. So we can only do 1250. So 12,500. How fast you want the boat to go, the range, bulkheads. So the faster the speed, the more the weight will be because the bigger the engine. The range, the longer the range, the more fuel is needed, so the heavier it'll be. Bulkheads is well, it says here improves overall flooding, fire protection, engine damage from shells. This is good, but it also decreases available tonnage and increases ship's cost. This is what keeps your ship alive. So yeah, you can have like very low, and you can see the weight up here. But if you're gonna lose a shit, just have it max. The beam is the width, makes it more maneuverable, but also slower. Also increases displacement. The drought is uh, the height, so it affects the higher the ship, the less stable of a platform it is, but it's more resistant towards flooding and can carry more load. The beam is more of a stability. So if you can max those two out, especially if you are a battleship, because again, it that will affect. Oh God, your weight quarters. So this affects how many how many men you can have. So if you look right here, cramped quarters is 293, but spacious quarter you have 405. This affects a lot of things as well. Um, it does affect your fire control. There's like huge effects. Now the goodies. The type of fuel, the type of boilers, type of engines, your rudder, um, your type of steering, your armor plate. You start with iron, but then you move up to compound, and there's more. But this affects the whole cost and the weight, the how many bottoms it have, the type of bulkheads, and the citadels. Citadels is a thick steel protection that is below deck. It prevents ammo and engine detonations. Your armor, if you can, you want to at least increase it by an inch, and you want to try to have it even. So right now these are just messing around. Conning tower, you want to have good armor, as also the superstructure. The citadel armor, if you can max that out, that is it prevents pretty much your ammo to blow up. So now, before you start all this, I forgot. This is the type of boats. So you have the torpedo boat, cruiser, gunboat, and the CL's light cruisers. And then I did not unlock heavy cruisers yet. So that's your hull. These are the type of hulls. The towers. Each boat requires two towers. A main tower, which will be in front, and a secondary tower, which will be in the back. Funnels for the air intake. This you can just put it on top of for the guns. Your main guns. There are two type of guns. There's the central line guns that go right down the center, and the side guns, which you can have on the side. Secondary guns, the casemates, which are go through here, and any torpedoes. So this is just for shits and giggles. So let's just put, and each thing have their own things. So the medium cage, +3 aiming, base accuracy, long range accuracy. Because we are building a battleship, you want long range accuracy and communication. Uh, so the rear tower on here has good base accuracy, but no long range accuracy. So again, battleship, you want long range accuracy. Funnels, this affects your engines. So right now we can only have one standard funnel, which it makes our efficiency crap. Now I could put another funnel in the back, as well. But that's will hinder my guns. Now for the guns, let's put 13-inch two barrels, one in the front, one in the back. So our weight is getting close to max. Then we'll let's put 5-inch barrels guns, or if we can, four, because some of them you can actually put on the side. Uh, I had it for a sec. There we go. I can put one here. I can put one. Oh, it's kind of hard. Oh, I could put two. Oh, not in there. What the hell? No, can I not put it on? Hmm. Well, this is just test, so I'm not gonna build it. The casemate's 6 inches. As you can see, these are internal guns, so they're gonna have limited range, and of course, torpedoes just in case. So this over here will show all your listing. So this boat is heavy in the front. I could move this a little bit further back to make it less forward leaning. I could also move. So that's the front. I can move the engine, the stack. You kind of want to get as close to the middle as possible, and uh, also in the dead middle, because if you have it too much in one way, it could actually start tilting. Okay, now back here. As you can see, more things added. So the parapet. This is pretty much the internal. So this is the shield for the guns. The type of armament. So we could have max HE, standard ratio, max AP. AP is heavier, but it will go through more armor. So just do standard ratio. Max the secondary shells, which are for the casemates and these ones. Type of nose fuse, type of fuses. So we have the 4HE. We have the base and the nose. So the nose seems like there's more shell damage, fire chance, and less weight, but it limits the range and limits the shell penetration. And then this is for AP rounds. Okay, standard shell size. The heavier they are, the longer the gun range, the longer it takes to load. The less accurate they are, but there's also much more penetration, more shell damage from explosion and penetration. But because they're bigger shells, if the enemy hits your ammo rack, it's gonna hurt. Light shells, so the heavy shells is good for HE. Light shells is great for AP, but you're not gonna do as much damage. So that depends on what you want to do. Pretty much, I like big booms. Same with uh, for the shell rounds. And the heavy affects all for everything, main shells and secondary. you can have increased amount of rounds, which is great if you're gonna be like long fighters. Type of propellants, the bursting charge. So gun cotton is better for HE, but it's very flammable. But this is just an experiment. The type of turrets, like how do you move the turrets? How do you load the turrets? Enhance is better, but it in terms of reloading, it's much better because you can get the guns out, especially if you have heavy shells. But it can break and it's heavy. Torpedoes, so regular or fast torpedoes, the size of torpedoes, and how many torpedoes. On battleships, I would not worry about torpedoes. Now, the turret armor, this is for the mains and the secondaries. So the 13 inches the main, the 2 inches is the secondaries. Casemates is for the inside. The gun caliber, you can actually make it bigger with and longer. Bigger means that it affects the range, accuracy, damage, and penetration. Increasing the barrel diameter increases the turret size, so the armor and steel construction weight and cost increase. um, but it does more damage. The length um, increases its penetration and also its range. But it will be, again, heavier and the increase will also decrease its rate of fire. But if you want to do thick damage, max them up. So if you scroll down, this is how much damage it can do. Um, oh shit, it doesn't even say the damage. But it does give the damage control. So there's a 10% fire chance, 24% flooding chance. So a torpedo can easily sink us. The flash fire is um, if it hits the ammo, there's a 55% chance that the ammo will go up and destroy the whole ship. It's a powder keg. Uh, oh, here's damage. So this is our weapons. So base accuracy we have -4, long range accuracy -5. From weather, daytime wind, and waves, we have all zeros except waves is a +76 because we are wider. We have a much stable platform, but because of massive guns, it is slower to move, so it's going to take a while. It will take for the big guns 152 seconds to reload, so it's about zero point 0.4 rounds per minute. But the shell weight is 104%, and the HE is 104% increase. So pretty much it was 500 kilograms, now it's 1,000, and the HE is a 32%, so now it's about 666. In terms of penetration, from 1,000 meters, we're going through 44 inches. That's a lot. Um, but it's not very. Okay, for AP. Oh, come on. There you go. AP HE is 5 inches. AP is 44 inches. Um, the belt deck, the belt is a point 0.1, and the deck is 0.7. So if it's the deck, you'll definitely go through it. with a 11% accuracy. Now, that's at 1,000 meters. That's close range. We ain't hitting shit. Like I said, this is just a test. So there's my TED talk. So back to the game. Right now, we are actually gonna wait until the next shipyard is done, so then I could actually start building ships. Because right now, I would I would rather wait until I get like good technology to put in the ships. Excuse me. So we if we look at the Caribbean, the U.S. is still slowly pissing off the Spanish. Very slowly. We got a new destroyer. We got new maneuver doctrine. Ottoman. Sorry, guys. Sweden. Yes, I'll gladly sell for you for 105%. All right. Now, the monthly balance did not increase, so I'm pretty sure that my transport is maxed out. So let's look. Yep, 200%. So let's drop that down to as close as possible as zero, which we save about 8 million. If I go back, uh, I'll take 2%. Okay. Yeah. So we're getting 433,000, and we're maxed out. So yeah, there we go. And we're building 2 ships now. Make that 3 ships. Okay. They just entered Northeast Asia, so let's keep pissing off the Spanish. If done properly, I could easily take all this over um, within by 1894, or so about 2 years from now. If I go to war now, it'll take me 2 years to take over all this and the Asian. Okay. I was like, did it freeze? All right, here we go. Some of our industrialists want to invest in modernization of Germany's empire shipyards. What's your opinion? One, any cooperation will be mutual beneficial. We should also call Germany's empire's businessmen to invest in our shipbuilding. Two, it would be better to modernize our own shipbuilding complexes. Three, unacceptable behavior in view of the fact that German empire is one of our main rivals at sea. If I do one, plus 1.25 naval budget, plus 1 GDP, minus 5 prestige, plus 5 unrest, plus 5 relationship with Germany. If I do 2, 23 million in naval funds, 2.5 GDP, minus our naval budget, minus 1 GDP, plus 3 naval prestige, plus 3 unrest, minus 7.5 German. Last one, plus 5 naval prestige, minus 5 unrest, minus 5 German Empire. So right now my unrest is 2.3, my naval prestige is negative 14, and I don't care about Germany. So let's go. Norway, another battleship. Holy crap, Norway. The hell are you guys building? Sweden, sorry. You have to pay more. Alright, so in a few turns, war will be broken out between the US and Spain because we are quite literally so angry at each other. And we're trending behind in technology just a little, but not much. No. Right, here we go. If everything goes right, this should be on. Piss them off. Yeah, something happened. Unrest went up, prestige went down. Are we going to war? Are we going to war? Are we going to war? Because I've been playing for about an hour and a half, and there's been no actual battles. Oh shit! Here we go. Yep, we are at war with Spain. A foreign journalist approaches you asking about a high-ranking person from Empire of Japan Admiral. 1. Never heard of him. 2. Refrain from commenting. 3. You believe he's an outstanding officer and an acquaintance with him will be an honor. 1. Plus 2 prestige, minus 3 Empire of Japan. 2. Nothing. 3. Minus 2 prestige, plus 5 relationship with Japan. I like prestige. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at war. Sweden. Yep, you get another boat. Alright, here we go. So let's first of all, naval invasion. Let's do Puerto Rico first. So what's going to happen is next turn, these guys will be like, hey, guess what? We want your ass. So to invade, you see how there's Caribbean? So you have to be in the fleet around the circle. So sometimes if you're in the wrong area, you it can get confusing. Like, oh, I'm in the circle, but nothing's happening. And that's because you're not in the right area. Let's actually increase our technology to 90%. The thing about war is you get a massive boost your um to your GDP and naval spending, like a massive boost. Okay, so the TR transports, those are usually auto resolved. There's no battles. So we sink 5 out of 7. Alright, so as you can see, we are attacking, we're invading Puerto Rico. Uh, as of right now, 100% chance of victory. Now, unfortunately, just like pissing off people, you have to wait one full turn to declare another invasion, which that's fine. Next one is going to be Guantanamo Bay. There's a, oh, is there a fight? Sink 7. All right, first fight. It's my Armada gets a torpedo boat. I mean, I'll do it. Now, torpedo boats can be highly deadly, because especially against battleships. So, as you can see, Division 1 is my battleship. Division 2 is my heavy cruiser. 3 is the light cruisers, and 4 is my torpedo boats. What I usually do is, you can see there's a battle line, screen, screen, screen. I tell the second group to always follow the first one. Pretty much what that does is mirror their movements. I tell the third group to scout for the first group, and then if I got torpedo boats, just head them straight out. Usually they will say, oh shoot, oh yeah, there we go. All right, so now you can those multiple things. You can tell them to avoid torpedoes or change the group leaders. I always change the group leader, because what will happen is, let's say he gets damaged, he'll try to move back, the second one will move forward. And that could cause a lot of confusion very fast. Also tell them to avoid torpedoes. So this is the type of formation. There's the line formation or side to side. The shell type, you can change to HE or AP. You can tell your guys to save the ammo or regular fire, or just fire at well any range. Same with the torpedoes. Certain ships have smoke screens, and if you wish to detach a boat, so let's say I want to detach the San Juan, make sure that it's highlighted. You right click on the division, it breaks it down, make sure it's highlighted, and then detach. Now, this can take a long time, so usually I speed things up. So smoke is in the northeast, so where pretty much these guys are going. Now again, this is 1891. Okay, this is the first battleship in game. Its accuracy is going to be ass. Okay, as you can see, it also has side turrets. The turret there, a turret in the front. Personally, the dumbest designs ever. Now, for some torpedoes, this is deck torpedo. So these can shoot side to side and the back. However, certain boats like my battleships and my cruisers, they have an underwater torpedo, so they can only shoot. They have a limited mobility, or yeah, mobility. There you go. He got hit. Now this is greatly overkill, like by a lot. I almost feel bad. Well, they're trying to turn. Oh no, they're not. So real fast, if you over here, it's gonna be losing speed and fuel because I hit the um, smokestack and it damaged the middle. It has some guns, two torpedoes, so pretty much the exact same layout I have. Almost. His boat's just a little bit faster, but mine's lighter. Now, of course, because this is the first fight, the, the training level are all my guys are cadets. So there's accuracy, aiming. There's a lot of disadvantage in terms of skills. I'm gonna tell my guys, my cruiser's too hurt. Okay, now he's flooding. Red bar is the hull or the structure, and the blue bar is the floatability. If the blue bar um, goes zero, it sinks. Right now it's at 77%. If the structure is 85, it goes at zero, it burns. Now, there is a sweet spot. Real fast, you see this bar? This is cruising speed. It gives an accuracy bonus. So try and stay in the cruising speed if you can. Also try not to make as many turns. Let's pop smoke. Now because the battle's so close, oh, there's a torp. It's gonna miss, but that's one torp fired by the Gloucester or Gloucester, Gloucester, and he's out of torp range. Now let's look at our battleship. So as you can see, okay. Okay, you can see the range. So it's 4.9 kilometers with a 1% chance of hitting. That is because these guys are green. Oh, I'm sorry. My guys are cadets. So there's a lot of penalties. But it took a lot of damage. The first three and the last four are underwater. The fourth one is taking on water very slowly. They lost their captain, they lost their steering, they're on fire in the rear. Honestly, they're not going to make it. And I'm just going to go right in front of them to pretty much cut them off. And I'm going to tell these guys to go on the opposite side. Oh, they launched a torp. Now there is an issue, and that is friendly fire is a thing. So My guy ran out, or he launched a torpedo, hit the rear, but it did not detonate. It's a dud torpedo. This one has one more. He just fired it right there, and it's gonna pretty much hit the side. But the question is, will the guy still be floating by then? Because he's flooding, as you can see, all middle compartments. He's at 2%. No, but it will still hit. So we won this fight, and it hit this. Beautiful. I lost two guys. It's like winning through ship. There we go. Now, in terms of how am I winning the war, I'm actually winning the war. And I'll show you how. So, the biggest thing about the warfare, sorry Norway, you guys have to amp up your cost. You can actually see on here. At war with, so US and Spain. This is the victory points. So we have 1,367 victory points. You can achieve victory points by destroying, usually destroying transports, destroying enemy ships, or capturing provinces. So right now, next turn, we will have Puerto Rico. But I'm a greedy bitch, and want Guantanamo. I want Guantanamo Bay for any future nefarious purposes. You know, just in the future, possibly 100 years from now. No, but what could happen? I don't see the future. All right, so next turn. Tension is pretty much tension's gonna be maxed out. So the German Empire observes so far, but the war, but seems to slowly mobilize its forces against us. So Germany might go to war. Now we're winning. Spanish, if you're either winning or badly losing, they will. Should we sign a peace treaty? Me personally, I always say fight to the end unless I'm really losing, and then I will do a peace treaty. So we got Puerto Rico. So okay, we're getting Guantanamo. Oh, we're getting that. We're getting that. And I believe it's Habana. If we go after Cuba itself. Now, where are my guys? Manila, Southeast Asia. My guys are in. Okay. So next turn, that should reach there. And then the Philippines will be in play. And once the Philippines are in play, everything will change. And I mean, everything will change because there is no. Masses of dissatisfied pacifists protest and block the roads. What do you propose to do? 1. Use strong police forces to disperse the crowd. 2. Make an official statement that the government will offer financial aid to the needy. Oh, God. Ugh, that's expensive as shit. But you know what? The benefits are good. So let's go after Cuba proper now. Yeah, as you can see, we got 12,000 more points than they do, and it's probably gonna rack up real fast. Especially, I keep sinking their transports. Alderman, you guys have to increase. Yep, we got Guantanamo. Guantanamo. Ugh. We got that. Where are they going? And who are you? Oh, an actual fight? You know what? Oh my god. Green. Cadets. Cadets. They're gonna try to go after Puerto Rico. So let's cut them off. Make a an, super fleet right here, and then go straight in. Yep, there are my guys going after Manila. This is a big freaking fleet. I might lose this fight. Not gonna lie, but let's huck Tua and spit on that thing. I am also watching the live chat, so if you wish to leave a message, go for it. Here, I'm gonna type in hello. There we go. Okay. Oh man. Um. Yeah, this is their big boys. This is their big fleet. So I need to follow my rules very carefully. So I need to avoid torpedoes, get rid of automatic change for everybody. I'm also going to actually leave this screen mode, but I'm gonna tell my torpedo boats to scout. And most likely they're gonna be facing this way. So if I slowly start maneuvering, or they're gonna be, bro, that was fast. Okay, hold on. Hold on. What am I facing with? Okay. So I got the bigger guns in terms of main guns. He's faster, same armor. He's green. So my guys, I have to play it very safe with this one. I might actually tell them straight off to go full flank. Oh, I'm sorry, not full flank. You know what? I'm gonna do a torpedo charge. Now, torpedo charge, what I'm trying to do is go straight for that battleship. Something hit? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Another thing I could do is I could tell them to fire the torps early because the torpedoes can go past their range. The torpedo max range is about 4 or 5 kilometers, or 3 to 4 kilometers. Oh, it says here point .9, but sometimes they just go on forever. So I have to tell this guy to retreat. Sometimes firing torpedoes in groups like this is a lot more effective because you may miss one person, but it's like a shotgun shell almost. Yep, and as you can see, this is what happens when oh, something's going on. Okay, I'm gonna tell my guys to go straight in. Emma is took heavy damage, but it is not sinking yet. Yeah, Gazelle, he's done for. Also, the good thing when they're this close together is, oh, real fast. Well, let me finish my thought. When they're that close together, the shell can land anywhere. So it can miss your target but hit another. Also, there are different types of weapons. So, as you can see it here, I told them to fire the mains here, or all weapons, right click. And then the secondaries, I'll click to here. So they're firing their main guns here, the secondaries here. He's out of ammo. So Amos got sunk. Torpedo boat. Okay, he just launched a torp, and it's gonna most likely hit him. Okay, Gazelle's sinking. Yeah, he's done. That torp is gonna smack him. That torp may miss, or it may actually hit the rear. Yeah, it's gonna hit the rear. There you go. And this shot, they might be hitting a friendly as well. Yeah, as you can see, those torpedo boats, those torpedoes, they're not homing. So anything can and most likely will happen. But that one may actually hit his own guy. Yep, smacked him. Smacked him hard too. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go after this guy. Yeah, you can also tell your guys to reverse. But if you reverse too fast, it will damage your engine. So right now I lost both engines. He ain't moving. We'll get rid of that torpedo boat. Maybe not. Oh, he lost that torpedo. So this guy's done. I'm gonna tell him to retreat as fast as possible if he can. Yeah, see, right now, that's the other issue. Is they're breaking. So my battleships are going straight into the fight, and they don't have support. Luckily, where's that? That battleship is far, far away. So it might not be much support, and my guys are going to be up close and personal. Okay, yep. Up smoke. Oh, that's a flash fire. Yeah, see the turrets popping out. That's exactly what a flash fire looks like. Oh, everybody over here. Fire right there. 'Cause this is the best. Cause yeah, see, like it's such a tight group. I'm sure to hit something. The red fire there. The red fire there. Oh, Norfolk is getting lit up. All right, Norfolk, let's get you out. Sometimes the best thing to do is retreat. Speed things up. Okay, they fired the torpedo. Ah, I took it. Oh, but if you can see, I just spotted that one. Yeah, I'm gonna retreat, so I need to start killing people off. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Go after that. You go after him. Maybe. Maybe not. These types of these pocket battleships, that's what they're called because they're really small. Kind of like the Sandgraf, the Admiral Graf in Germany, World War II. They are very powerful, but can one bad thing can just really damage it. Oh crap! Oh, I keep doing that. I keep trying to change the speed by pressing 1, 2, 3, and it always ends badly for me. He needs to get the hell out. Okay, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, get out, get out, get out. Full speed. Head south. Oh, that guy's gonna hit a torp. Ooh, right in the nose. My guy's gonna eat one. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Oh, that is so janky. No. So this is a straight up route. Um, but mind you, before this I just split off my guys. So there goes the Norfolk. Pop some smoke. Yeah, so this guy's about to get lit the fuck up. Light cruiser, I lost one. Then you lose this one. My, ooh, I might torp this guy. Can I do it? Can I do it? Oh, it's gonna be a side torp. Yep, there goes the Manchester. Yep, there goes my torps. Oh, that's a direct hit. That's a good flood, too. I lost a battleship. Yep. Now it's gonna ram me. Oh, I got this. Oh, I got the Augustin. So the only guy I got left is the Minnesota. And it's taking heavy damage. My guys are surrounded. So yes, this was a heavy defeat. Um, did I think one. Okay, I think two boats, and they sink my 11. Ouch. Now let's build two more battleships. The Boston Yard. Actually, let's do New York Yard. And then 6 heavy cruisers. 12 light cruisers. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, 12 torpedo boats. Pretty much, I'm rebuilding a fleet. Okay, so let's look at the fleet and, or I'm sorry, the finances. So right now I am pretty much at ship capacity. I'm negative 32 million. That's how much it costs to build that many. So we need to drop down our, well, we have to re-increase our transport and then drop our tech to 60. And I got one more battle in me until the end of the night. Um, our guys, I guess, are going to Thailand. I need 39,000. These guys only have 19. That's pretty much a no-go. And actually, I'm just thinking now, I may not be able to take the Philippines, but I could take Peleliu. So let's go ahead and move there. Naval invasion, huh? They're trying to come after my shit now? Bruh. Bruh. Oh, here we go. Here's the fight. Pretty much my backup fleet. So let's do this. Oh, what happened? Alright. This odd I like a little bit better. And yeah, I am gonna be one vicious asshole on this one. Pretty much I'm gonna tell my guys to just screen. Um, everybody aboard torps. Don't change. Oh, right here. Everybody, focus right there. Just focus right there. I'll guarantee you guys focus right there. Because there's 3 heavy destroyers. fire there. Because he's about... Oh my god. This guy... These two are going to get hurt. As you can see. Oh, come on. Oh, you're pretty much no good to me right now. This guy literally just rammed him to the point that it got stuck. Okay, so let's have this focus there. Okay. Truck's almost getting lit up. Okay, so let's back away. These guys. So these guys should retreat. Okay, they're done for. We need to now deal with that son of a bitch. Full speed, boys. Oh shit. No, no. I won't be able to do much on him. I'm gonna have to have these guys work him over. Okay, Chuckston, you took some big damage, so I'm gonna have to ask you to retreat. They just left. They just straight up left their battleship. So that should be a front torp. Hold on. Should be a front torpedo. Yep. Rear torpedo. So we're gonna fire the front ones. We're gonna do hard left or hard port right side. Fire the left ones as well. I need to close the distance fast. Like really fast. Might not be able to. Oh, yep. He popped them. Dud. See, that's what I hate about those type of torpedoes is they are a bitch to use properly. The underwater ones. Come on. Just turn. It's those casemates. That hurt. Oh man. And of course, this guy has rams me. All right. Yep. Sound retreat. Oh, that's a flash fire. See, I know this is easy, and yet my AI is like, I'm gonna retreat into the enemy. Should be able to at least take this guy out. That didn't sound good. See, at least this guy does a little bit more damage because his accuracy. Ooh. You know what? Let's stop. Let's just stop for a sec. Make it nice and broadside. There it is. Oh shit. Yeah, you ain't fucking with me no more, aren't you? Oh no, the story left. Hi, kitty. No, no, Raven. Okay. Looks like I got my sea kitty. Good girl. Okay. Wilkes is done. Doleth, I think, is that the firing one? Alright, there we go. Now we can speed things up again. I need to get the set here go off my ass. Because they're the one that's actually doing some damage. Oh, don't tell me I just lost to Utah. Their, no, their battleships should still be there. Come on, Utah, you can do it. I don't think it can, but oh no. Well, looks like I might lose to Utah, but the story definitely is going to survive. Actually, let's dump HE on them. Oh. If those AP rounds hit, he'll be screwed. Here. Let's just see the ferocity. Ooh. One round hit. Okay. Here comes another barrage. Will it hit? Short. Oh, something hit me hard. Yep, Utah's going down. That's it. That's all she wrote. So I lost the second fight. Lost almost all, but I killed more ships. But messed up some of their cruisers. Um, Overall, oh, they're attacking Maine now? What the fuck? That's a first. I mean, my fleet is kinda shattered. Only got the Storia, and they are what are they? Gonna have to recall them to Charleston. Or actually, I can recall them all the way to Maine, Portland. So in the case if they need a defense, there's some sort of defense. Um, Question is now, do I want to try? I'm gonna can't do peace. This caught me off guard. I'm gonna do. This is gonna be my last turn. All those result this. Hey. Okay, so we broke that off, which that's good. We got two battleships, support, and how many more? One, two, three, four torpedo boats. And my fleet is gonna be at least 4 months away, minimum. That's torpedo boats. You know what? Before I finish, let's actually do one design. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna do max beam, max drop. I'm gonna see if I could do 1250. No. Let's drop that to 15%. There we go. Okay. I don't need a fast battle ship. No, no, no. So let's do 15 knots with a range 39. There we go. Oh yeah. Nickel steel. So it'll be so the hull will cost more, the armor will cost a lot more, but it's lighter and definitely stronger. With the citadel. Okay. Now granted this is still gonna be a pocket battleship. So it's not nothing pretty. Um Can I at least put a big funnel? No. Can I put a small funnel? No. Wait, what if I put a funnel up here? Okay. For the, I am a fan of center lines. Primarily because center lines are more they're accurate. Raven, hold on, kitty, okay? Hold on, kitty. I'm not gonna have many secondaries, and I'm probably only gonna put uh, actually, hold on. Let me back this up. I am not gonna put the 12s or the 13s. Would the 12s work? Because the 12s may actually work better. Okay, I'm gonna make this son of a bitch so fucking thick. Okay. Standard ratio, standard ratio. This thing is gonna be a powder keg. Oh, flash fire. That's a high flash fire. Holy crap. Okay, let's actually add 10 in. Can I, what if I added 10? Can I add 8? 8, 5, 5, 5, 5? Shit. 2. Okay, maybe instead of a 9, let's add 9. 9. Ooh, that is so close. Oh, that is so close. That is 1 ton difference. You know what? Let's knock out the 5s. I shouldn't have any 5s. That should I? Why is it still saying I have 5? Okay, so the Citadel. Can I add 6 on there? How thick? Because that would be thick. Oh, 6 is way too thick. 5. 4? 7? Okay. Oh, too much. Maybe 16 inches is a little bit freaking overkill. I think this is great. It's a very small pocket battleship, but it should do. Let's do 8. Oh no, 7 and 1. 7.5, 7.5. There we go. Oh, can I do one more? Okay. So pretty much, there we go. As you can see, 4 tons more, slower, less. The battery's less. Armor on this thing. Armor 0 to 15. Armor's thick. Build two of these. I'm scared to see the 31 months. Oh, I know why too. Shit. Hold on. What if I suspend this? Suspend this. There we go. 15 months. Little less than a year. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment on both YouTube and Rumble. And this is going to be the first live stream of many. And I will talk to you on, let me save it real fast. There we go. And I will talk to you all later.